Yesterday I was browsing Twitter and I came across this tweet from Tweeting Garuga, a popular personality for the Monster Hunter community on Twitter. He was saying he went back to rewatch Monster Hunter World's trailers, saying Nergigante wasn't revealed until the fourth one. This led him to be convinced that the monster that we saw spraying all its lightning goodness wasn't the flagship. That got me doubting myself. I just assumed he was the flagship. In fact, I also rushed to assume he was an Elder Dragon before analysing the clip properly, and having someone in the comments point out that Flying Wyvern's wings are also their arms. Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't think about that one before. This led me to do my own investigation on the matter, to come up with the best educated guess if he was a flagship or not. You'll for sure want to see the results and the journey that it took me on. Just an update before we start the video, guys. It seems like he's not the flagship. We also did an interview where he explained that we haven't seen the flagship yet. But follow on this journey. We went through quite a lot in Monster Hunter history. It was pretty fun. So I started with looking at Rise trailers, being the most recent Monster Hunter game to be released. God, watching that first Rise trailer brings me back. Man, the hype was real. Anyway, nostalgia aside, bang, a wild Magnumano appears. Cross-referencing with Wikipedia to confirm in fact he was the flagship and I didn't just make up in my head. And nope, we're all good. He is our flag boy. Alright, so that must give our Royal Cannon Wyvern Lightning buddy a chance of being the flagship, right? Well, maybe we gotta dig a little bit deeper. Also, going back to Twitter, I noticed that Garuga mentioned in the comments that yes, Magnumano was indeed announced in the first trailer. Cross-referencing Wikipedia with Twitter? Man, it's like doing my dissertation all over again. Next, we went to Sunbreak. I realized Sunbreak technically is the newest game, so I should have started there, but I didn't really think about that. Anyway, the first teletracer, and there we have it. Malzeno right there sucking the life out of our boy Rathalos. Gog Magnius rest his soul. Okay, next on to Iceborne. And it seems like Volcano wasn't in the teaser trailer, but she was in the first announcement trailer from what I can find. So, we're 3 out of 4 so far. Now GU. Damn. Every time I look at this game, it makes me want to take my stress to bed and hunt the crap out of Bloodbath. I spent ages looking for the announcement trailer and couldn't find a thing. That's when the weeaboo section of my brain kicked in, and I remembered GU wasn't ever announced on the 3DS of the West. And it was also called Double Cross in Japan. Now it's making perfect sense. I'm watching the Double Cross trailer, the silver winged stay white sharpness of Goho Mofo arrives. And it's arriving so fast, he's scooting down to the new world just to show there ain't no Elder Dragon attacking this silver comet. So yeah, we're about 10 out of 5 so far, so I'm basically announcing victory at this point. But nah, I'm a man of research. If you know me, I don't have to spread fake news or clickbait or hunt with longsword users, so I'm going to push down all the way to Monster Hunter Try at the very least. Speaking of try, why don't you try clicking that subscribe button and drop a like if you're enjoying the video so far. In fact, drop a comment down below about what you dislike about longsword users the most. I'll even go first if it makes you less shy.
No longsword users, please. All they do is trip you here, stab you there. Makes me sick, stick to the tail.
Generations is a pretty simple one. In the first goddamn trailer we see all of the Fatal 4 just showing up. There's no secrets here. And next we want to For You, the peak of the average Monster Hunter fan's wet dreams, where you can find Cerritos, and yeah, that wasn't much of a trailer to be honest. It was more like an explanation of what to expect. If a trailer like that was released in this day and age, with Gen Z's TikTok attention span, this video would have bombed. So then I keep on searching, and we have two options. There's a TGS trailer or an E3 trailer. Due to my superior talents in aerospace engineering, I determined summer comes before autumn, so E3 would be our next trailer to look at. And once again, no Cerritos. I continued to the TGS trailer, and yeah, here he is. At the end, he pops up in a brief scene. So him being revealed in the third trailer is enough for me to call this round a loss. We were looking for him to be revealed in the first, or maybe even the second game trailer. And that's when I started to wonder, why would they reveal him in such a way? Something seems a bit wrong here. Perhaps there's a lost chapter in the Monster Hunter 4U archives I need to hunt down. And after searching for a while, I finally stumbled across Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Trailer 2 by a YouTuber called Benstar. Good old Benstar. What would I have done without you? And long and behold, we have it, Sirius in his full spiky flesh. Sweet, so trailer 2 it is then. So in my mind, we're on like what, 64 out of 6? Man, we're on a roll. I decided to check out Benson's channel, just in case he covered anything else Monster Hunter related. And my heart sank to realize he hasn't uploaded a video in 7 years. Rest in peace, you legend. And then I start to scroll down and wait, what? Trailer 3? Trailer 4? Announcement trailer? Did I hit the Monster Hunter Virgin Motherload or something? Perhaps now I can continue my research just on this channel alone. So firstly I started checking out the announcement trailer, and it seems shorter than the Ryuzo one. And yeah, it seems like the Ryuzo one wasn't the real announcement trailer after all. Like damn, I got trolled by him 10 years in the future. Alright, we're almost done. I mean, I'm 3 pages deep into my script. This shit is getting long, god damn. Well, ignoring me, next we're on to Monster Hunter 4, which wasn't announced for the West, so I'm gonna have to travel east to where weeaboos are born. I showed Spencer's channel for anything else Monster Hunter 4 related, but there wasn't anything really there, so then I just moved on to other resources. So, a trailer from IGN was a no-go from 12 years ago. I struggled to find out what I needed, and then I remembered my friend once sent me a link to watch a Yu-Gi-Oh video on a site similar to YouTube, but it was in an Asian language. I didn't pay too much attention to it at the time, but after searching for 15 minutes for a while, I realized it wasn't Japanese as I'd hoped, it was a Chinese website. My black hairs can tell the difference in Asian languages. Talk about being culturally educated. I went to my best friend who's Chinese and asked him if he still kept up with his Cantonese and if he would help me research the terms on this website. Turns out it wasn't Cantonese, so it was simplified Chinese. So we just started out with the phrase Monster Hunter, just to check out if we could find anything. Okay, great. Searching the website, I could see there was some new Wilds trailers and even some Monster Hunter 4U trailers, but still nothing that I'm really looking for to work with. So back to YouTube. And luckily we found this trailer from GameStop that came out on the 2nd of July 2012. And yeah, that's right, I use date, month and year. I'm from the UK. We're both different over here, keeping it proper posh, royal English and all that. And at the end we got gore. But this is a tricky one because I'm not really sure if this was the first trailer or not, so I can't really make a verdict on this one. So let's move on. Like a Sotos queen after she's done with a Sotos simp. And next we're on to Free, back to true peak HD glory. Searching for this one reminded me of seeing that trailer back in the day. You know, the one where they were like over 150 quests, 45 monsters, a savage pickle, all of that stuff. That was cool, you know. Some of those old trailers are really cool. And luckily for me, I found the same trailer. Damn, this game was great. So I'm about to make sure this was the first trailer, and it doesn't seem like it was. There was another one in New York Comic-Con back in 2012 where it seems like, yeah, this is where they first revealed the game, and as you can see, Brachydios is in it. Last but not least on my search list, we got Monster Hunter Tri. And wow, what a trailer it was. I really recommend going back and watching some of these old trailers, they're amazing. Nintendo Life had this one, so thanks over there for that. And yeah, laggy front and center, not afraid to show his Leviathan supremacy. And with that, we've seen 9 different trailers, with 7 of the flagships showing up in the first trailer. And then we got Sirius, which showed up in the second, and Gore, which possibly showed up in the second. So I can't really confirm on that one. And then we got one with Nargante showing up in the fourth. And with that, my conclusion is Capcom just make it up as they freaking go along. I mean, there's no real consistency here. I mean, you could say, well, Nova, they're the old games, so now we're in the new gen, but they do things differently. And then I'd say, well, Iceborne and Rise and Sunbreak were all in the same new gen, so technically World is the outlier here. And that's when you drop a comment down below letting me know how right I am. Initially I thought it was the flagship because of the way they were portraying him in the trailer, and the things about the lightning in the background, it kind of made it seem like whoever was producing it seemed like a very important part of the story. But now after seeing what other people have to say and looking more into the trailer, I'm not entirely sure that he is the flagship, but I think it's highly likely that he is at least one of the flagships. There was a theory online that there's multiple flagships, and similar to what they did in Generations, and maybe there'll be a different elemental lord for each map. Yeah, that might be pretty cool to see. But with that, this video is coming to a close. We did a lot of research, went through a journey throughout Monster Hunter history, not all of it in mind. We didn't hit Frontiers or other portable games, and also Monster Hunter 1 and 2. But regardless about what side you're on, I'm serious about the trailers, guys. Like, watching some of these trailers, looking at the joy it used to bring to people, you know, just playing Monster Hunter, you know, things seemed simpler back then. You know, we'd bring portables to conventions, on the bus, to our friends, using amphibians to get the right set. It was just about hunting, you know, for the love of the game, respect for your fellow hunter. Like, I hope you can all still see and feel that, you know, that passion and kinship towards, you know, your hunters, your friends, you know, regardless of where you started playing Monster Hunter or stopped, or which game you prefer and which game you didn't. Like, let's just accept everyone for the betterment of the franchise, unless you're a long-term user. You guys suck.